Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Angel Ma from the Education University of Hong Kong. In this video, I'm going to introduce the 4 principles for designing corpus-based learning and teaching activities. After gaining knowledge of these principles, I hope you can design corpus-based learning activities for your students. In general, the design of corpus-based learning and teaching activities can be guided by 4 principles or 4 steps. The first step is to test students' knowledge of the target language item. The purpose is also to arouse the attention on the target language items. The second step is to provide students with hands-on corpus searches to help them look for language patterns. The third step is to encourage inductive discovery by students. In other words, provide them with many language examples and help them summarize language patterns inductively. The fourth step is to engage students in output exercises, where students are encouraged to use accurate language forms, example, collocations, phrases, or expressions. For the first principle, a suggested activity is to test students' knowledge, where the teacher asks students to spot the errors. Such testing can be in both oral and written forms. For example, a wrong sentence, "Jack fell, so I ran over him to help," is orally presented to the students, and they are expected to change it to "Jack fell, so I ran towards him to help." Another example is to use short cloze test to test student knowledge in written form. In this example, students will be tested on the knowledge of prepositions that should be used with the verb run. For the second principle, there should be hands-on corpus searches by students. First, open the Corpus Concordance English section from www.lextutor.com. Then, search for run in the keywords section. Choose starts with. Choose an English corpus suitable for the level of your students. For example, for up primary level or junior secondary level, choose Graded Readers 2K that is suitable for lower intermediate ESL learners. Choose sorted by one word to right of keyword. And here we go. A lot of different phrasal verbs containing run are displayed. For the third principle, inductive discovery by students should be encouraged. This is to encourage students to use the corpus and discover language patterns by themselves. For example, when students read through the concordance lines, they are expected to find out the different uses of run, like run out of, meaning completely used up the material, or run away, meaning leaving the venue quickly, etc. At this stage, they may also need the teacher's help in figuring out the meaning of each use pattern. In addition, pair work and sharing between students should be encouraged, so that students can learn from the observations made by other students. It is impossible for one student to discover all language patterns, so it is always important to learn collaboratively and cooperatively. By discussing and sharing with others, they may enhance the learning interests and reduce the boredom and loneliness associated with observing concordance lines. Alternatively, if the inductive discovery is too challenging, the teacher can provide some use patterns and ask students to supply language examples or more use patterns. For the fourth principle, after students work out the correct use patterns, it is time to practice the accurate language forms. Output practice is important in helping students reinforce the accurate language forms or use patterns. Students should be encouraged to practice both orally and in written form, like cloze test, oral exercises, and writing exercises, so as to apply what they have learned in the previous steps through output and practice. After learning these 4 principles, it is always the key to apply what we have learned in practicing or using the language. As the saying goes, practice makes perfect, and through the support of corpus data, we can help students learn English language from real-life, authentic language data. Hope you would find our video useful.